Pay more attention to the big picture and the logic behind the numbers and less to the specifics. That is also the case with all of my charts and analyses. Oh yeah, it's below 64 is one possible example. You also mentioned that being a support line, it couldn't go below 64. I don't think it will remain below for very long, but it is possible. Also, the 5-month moving average is higher than the 2-year moving average in the realized price, as is the typical trend. When markets are doing well, that holds true as well. The developer of the Bitcoin stock-to-flow mechanism, Plan B, recently released a video in which he expressed a very bullish prediction about the future of Bitcoin's price. He says that the price of Bitcoin may go below support levels like the $1.64 line from time to time, but that these drops are usually short-lived and shouldn't cause too much worry. You should pay close attention to the fact that during bull markets, the realized price after 5 months stays higher than the realized price after 2 years and the overall realized price. Even though there may be some short-term dips, this pattern is still pointing to an upward trend in the market. As for Bitcoin and Ethereum, according to an article in Crypto Adventure, market analysts are projecting a possibly rewarding July based on past performance and present market circumstances. July is typically a very strong month for Bitcoin, with a median return of 99.6% and an average return of roughly 8% following a poor performance in June. Following an almost 10% drop in June, these historical tendencies suggest that Bitcoin could see an upswing in July after reaching $1.90 billion in May. Trading volumes for Ethereum and Bitcoin fell to $1.75 billion in June, is considered as creating a more favorable environment for the subsequent surge of market activity. Experts have noticed that typically when June prices drop, there is a big reversal in July results, especially for Bitcoin. Score 4-0. The first chart is ready, the model that moves stock from storage to consumption. Bitcoin ended June just over 62,000. The market has been stuck in a dull trading range of 60,000 to 70,000 over the past few months, and it will remain there until we discover its purpose. It takes around 6 months for the price of Bitcoin to begin moving following a halving and another 12 to 18 months before it reaches the stock-to-flow model projections. This means that the price of Bitcoin always lags behind the model value. My view is that all it takes is a little patience on our part. Even though it's tough, that's our only option. Just a moment. Up next, a red chart. The bull market has not ended yet. The figures don't lie, and I understand that people may feel differently. The numbers there are all on-chain. Everything is normal. We ought to be present. Even if it's implausible, I would be concerned if we got yellow or green at this moment. Unfortunately, we are missing that item. Yes, it is crimson. You're looking at a bull market. I find solace in that. RSI, now that's intriguing. It fell somewhat or remained relatively unchanged, hovering around 70. It was 69 when it started, and now it's 65. Some say the market bull has ended. Their logic is actually pretty intriguing. As a result, the argument goes Bitcoin offers declining profits. With this RSI chart and the trend of falling highs and falling lows seen in each cycle, it's easy to observe a decreasing return pattern. Discontinuous benefits do not hold water with me. Accelerating returns are something I can get behind. However, even those who believe the market's bull run has ended perceive a leveling off. Consequently, they believe that the Bitcoin markets are returning to a more typical trading range. Consequently, the RSI's typical trading range is 63070. As an example, the range for stock prices in the Forex market is 30 to 70. Bitcoin has so risen little. Therefore, this peak at above 70 might be seen as the market standardization of Bitcoin. Once we reach the 30 area, we should expect to see a bear market that is likely to be steeper. Therefore, I get the logic behind that. I don't believe that will happen due to the bear market. My prediction is that instead of declining returns, we will witness exponential returns and the RSI will rise beyond 80 once again, just like it did in 2013, 2017, and 2021. We will closely monitor the RSI to see what happens next, but for now it is intriguing. The following chart displays the 200-week moving average, which has never fallen but has quietly risen since the end of June. It covers a period of around 4 years and shows the average price of Bitcoin over that time, the dark black line. At the moment, it is at 37, continuing its upward trend. Currently, the short-term Hotler price is 65 and the 2-year realized price is 48,000. Bitcoin is currently trading at a level slightly below its 5-month realized price, which has historically been a strong support line. Also, for the past few months, this has been the case. At the moment, it is quite intriguing to see Bitcoin sitting at that light blue line or slightly below it. From this 5-month real-life pricing, I anticipate a rebound, however, we would prefer not to descend. Our attention is also focused on this. Also pay attention to the big picture and the logic behind the numbers rather than the specifics. That is also the case with all of my charts and analyses. Oh yeah, it's below 64 is one possible example. Since 64 is a support line, you stated that it couldn't fall below that. I don't think it will remain below for very long, but it is possible. Furthermore, in bull markets, the 5-month moving average tends to be higher than the 2-year average in the realized price. The 5-month realized price falls below the 2-year realized price, and eventually the realized price in bear markets. For every bear market it occurred. The signals are thus those. We are interested in the broad trends, not in the fact that this particular number is on the line, slightly off the line, or 1,000 feet higher or lower. That matters little. Everything appears to be normal at the moment. The 65,000 should provide a boost. But we'll have to wait and see. Accrued profit. In June, sellers received a return of 13%. It's a plus, though it's not much. This is comparable, in my opinion, to 2017. There was a mix of red, green, and orange in your pile. The market is still hesitant, just like it was during the beginning of the bull market in 2017. Blue, on the other hand, would make me nervous, wouldn't it? While discussing this overarching goal and the logic underlying the quantification, the color blue concerns me. Neither does green. Hues of orange and yellow. All of this is consistent with past events. The same applies to Bitcoin as a profit. We can compare that to, maybe 2013 when 90% of the planet was making money. At the level of the previous peak, there was a lot of yellow, orange, and red at the beginning of the bull market. This is just another example of that. There is some uncertainty. It is evident that the market is seeking guidance. Until then, I'm crossing my fingers that it finds its way in that direction soon.